What's going on, Bears fans? It was cut day today. The Bears made their first round of cuts to try and trim the roster from 90 man to 53 man. So some guys were shown the door, some guys were placed on IR, and some guys were placed on other lists as well. Me and Trey Tunes will get into all of that and more right here on the Chicago Sports Podcast right after this.
Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
What's going on, Trey? Man, we're gonna get into these roster cuts. Got a list of names. Some guys go to IR. So one guy in particular went to the non-injury football list. We'll get into all that tonight, but I wanted to start us off by saying, "How you doing, brother?
My weekend was pretty good. I guess your weekend's always good when there's a Bears victory. I don't care if it was preseason or not, but yeah, it felt good. I got a lot done. Was productive. Just got to relax a little bit, just a little bit, but got to relax and Bears victory was pretty good. Could have. Well, I guess we'll talk about all that. But yeah, my weekend was pretty good. Can't complain. How about yours? How was
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was nice to have a Bears. It was nice to start it off with a Bears victory. A walk off win.
Right,
Tyson Bagent, he had a hell of a week. He gets paid, and then he goes out and throws 3 touchdowns in a preseason finale,
right.
including a game winner in Kansas City. So that's nice. Yeah, I was rolling in and a couple of surprises,
Right.
honestly, on the list. But I
Yeah,
got
but
the list right here.
one name caught you off guard.
What's that?
I said, what name caught you off guard? So as far as being cut on roster moves.
It kind of surprised me that Ian Will was on there. I thought he might have made it. Um, some of the other names on there, Austin Reed gets cut. He'll probably be a practice squad candidate, I think.
Yeah,
Joel Wilson was a guy who made a few plays there in the preseason at tight end, and he was on this cut list as well. I don't know if he'll be a practice squad guy or what. Um,
yeah,
they released Trey Flowers, Royce Freeman, and Royce Freeman was a guy they literally just signed last week, and they already cut.
right.
That running back room is getting a little thin, I think.
Yeah, especially with the injuries. You got is Roshan going to be healthy? DeAndre Swift look like he's full go. Um, yeah, yeah. Are they going to keep Travis Homer? Like, because the thing is with special teams, right? Like he's such a big
Mm-hmm.
special teams guy. So and he is a serviceable running back. I'm not gonna act like he's a bum or anything, but like when you saw the production that you saw out of Ian Wheeler, it was surprising to see him on the list. But I guess you kind of get it because somebody like Travis Homer does probably do a lot more contribution than we all would see because the special teams is an important aspect of the game. So um, maybe that gets them on the roster. Maybe they like put Ian Wheeler as a chance. Like maybe like sometimes it's like it may not be the person they wanted to get cut and do want to keep on the team, but who has the best chance of making it through waivers? You know, like I think if they yeah, maybe I think he's a practice squad candidate for sure. Ian Wheeler, especially by them drafting him, seeing still want to get some see if they can train him up and develop him under the Bears.
Yeah, I wonder what um Eric Bieniemy feels. I'd like to get his if they ever have him or something to pick his brain about the running back position. I did hear today, and welcome in Bishop. We're just talking about some of these cuts, and the biggest name or one of the bigger names on there is Ian Wheeler. So we're talking about running back
Yeah.
depth, and
Yeah,
DJ Moore quite a few snaps in the backfield today in practice. Maybe the waiver wire, I guess, for all intents and purposes, is somewhere we might look for running back depth. I know the scrolls brought up an interesting name, Dan Skipper, the Detroit Lions left tackle, got or his backup left tackle. He
Yeah.
got released today, so that would be. I mean, I'm interested in bringing him in. At the very least, it gives you depth at that position. Um,
Hmm.
so
yeah,
No, I completely agree with you guys, man. I was, listening back in the studio. Um, I was surprised at the Ian Wheeler cut, honestly, myself, because I thought he had a pretty good uh, preseason. I'm thinking that they're hoping that he clears waivers and they can put him on the practice squad.
yeah,
Which to me,
hmm
I kind of wonder about that for the simple fact, why do that if you aren't quite satisfied with who you currently have in the room? You know what I'm saying? Um, and I agree. I'm kind of curious to also to get an idea of what Eric Bieniemy thinks about this running back room, because maybe it's us, maybe as fans and onlookers, we're more concerned about the room than they are. But you know, when you look throughout the league, especially just in our own personal division, we need a home run. We need a guy that can hit home runs, man. It's just that simple. Um, Not to say that who we have, Manon guy. I think if they cut Ian Wheeler, that must mean that Brown is going to probably make the roster.
hmm.
And then what's really up with Roshan Johnson? What is the I at this point I really need to know, man. Because if you get this is my take, and don't get me wrong, I've been a fan of Roshan Johnson. But your best ability is availability, which he has not been able to do, which is stay healthy. When we got a guy that we saw in Ian Wheeler throughout the preseason continually perform, and each game seemed like he got stronger and stronger, which means he's getting more and more confident in that knee. For me, I would I had scratched
Hmm.
Roshan Johnson off my
yeah,
53-man roster. I didn't even have him on the team. I didn't have him making a team. So I don't know if they just looking at him for short yardage and red zone and third down situations. We don't know. I'm now is the time. I'm interested to hear some of the coaches or coordinators speak up and say, hey, this is what's going on, or this is what we're seeing. This is why we're confident with this particular position group versus what you guys are seeing as fans. So
yeah.
hmm. Yeah, that's
and
interesting.
and in terms of and really quick, and then I'm going to get out the way. And then that pickup of Skinner, that wouldn't be a bad move. I would definitely be looking at that for a depth piece.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Dan Skipper, left tackle, is the line.
Skipper, yeah, yeah.
I was interested in bringing him in prior to the season. Go ahead, Trey.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That like left tackles. Hey, I'm all for bringing them in, and
Line them up,
line them
line them
all up.
up, huh,
Right.
Trey?
Yeah. because that's. I mean, I know it's a cliche, but that's where the battles are won. The line of scrimmage. If you lose that battle, you're gonna lose the game definitely. Like I don't know what team you ever saw like get dominated on the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball and just wind up winning games like there's no teams like that. So because if your quarterback is on the ground or running for his life, I don't care how wide open those wide receivers are, or how fast your running back can run or anything. If they can't get any blocking or if they got people running down their throats all the time, you can't get anything done. So
Right.
yeah, so especially left tackle. So give them a chance and like see what
That's true.
if
We
it's on
did
the
see a
roster.
little.
I don't know. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. On Friday, we saw a couple of times where one of in particular where Caleb took a sack after like holding the ball for like 5 seconds. So it's still a work in progress. But I think our coaching staff, I think we got the right coaching staff in place to build on this roster. One of the big guys, they drafted Zay Frazier in the draft, and he was placed on the reserve non-football injury list, which basically means they have until week 4 because the only thing they've told us is it's a personal issue. They haven't told us what he's going through or what and maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something, but they've got until week 4 to figure something out, and it kind of makes me cool draft. Yeah, got guys who's make the roster, but probably will. I shouldn't. We just dealt with the junior situation. We don't know what's going on. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't. Maybe by week 4, they can go ahead and shut him down for the whole season and give him a redshirt year. But I mean, those injuries are starting to pile up in the secondary when you have Terell Smith and there was another DB that went on IR today, season-ending IR. So you had 2 corners, and then you
Yeah.
got Zay Frazier dealing with his issue, and starting a position that was deep. All of a sudden we're worried about depth in that position. Bishop, what's your thoughts on the Zay Frazier situation?
First of all, I'm a Zay Frazier fan. I'm down here in San
Mm-hmm.
Antonio, Texas. Well, I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and so I've had the pleasure of watching this young man play. I'm really curious to know what's going on, man. And I've reached out to a couple people who I know to see if they have heard anything. And right now, there's nothing out there. Nobody knows anything. So I'm really
Mm,
curious about that. Um, I thought he was going to make an amazing addition to the team. His size, his range, his ball hawking ability. He's always around the football, man. You know,
yeah,
and he actually fits the scheme extremely well because he loves to play. Press man. So I don't know. I hope everything is okay. First of all, I want to hope there's no legal issues.
Yeah.
Since it
that's
seemed
right.
to be more personal, I hope there's no legal issues. And I hope all is well with his family, because it could be a
Mm-hmm.
situation like we had with Nate Davis when, his
That's
mom was
true.
dealing with issues and we didn't find out till much later on that his mother had passed. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Hey, we don't want to speculate. So, hopefully we'll hear something here. And then, like you said, they got until week 4. So we'll hope to hear something.
Right.
Um, and then, this is a question that is bothering me when it comes to this whole left tackle situation. We already knew that Braxton Jones was nursing that had the surgery and was going to have to work his way back from there, right?
Right.
We knew we pretty much had an idea who Karan was with regard to his ability to not be available often either.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the Canadian Eagle, which I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think he's done a bad job at that left tackle spot. I think it's just a matter of him getting more reps to get more and more
Yeah.
comfortable, you know. But the question that has been the last couple weeks has been eyebrow raising for me, and I haven't brought it up on any of the shows, which is you went out and drafted Ozzy,
Mm-hmm.
second rounder, and we were all under the impression that it was for left tackle. However, he spent most of his time on the right side. Now it's like he's got reps at right side, and so you're looking at him maybe be swing tackle if possible. But at any time that they think about taking Darnell Wright and giving him reps at the left to see what he would do, maybe just by chance he could make that
Mm.
transition almost seamlessly to where now you plug him at left tackle, and then Ozzy, who is a more natural right tackle, you can put him at right tackle. And then if and I say that only in the event that they're not 100% with Braxton, you know. But I guess Braxton has done enough to where they're okay. We can go into the season with Braxton, but it seems like there's a question mark, an invisible question mark for the entire
Mm.
season. Is it possible that they're just trying to get Ozzy
Yeah.
or Theo both more and more reps in practice to get them more simulated to where now they can say, okay, we're going, okay, Braxton, thanks for giving us what you gave us. We're now in week 8 and we need somebody with a stronger base because we've still been a little deficient over here on the left side. What's your guys' take on that, man?
Well, one thing I understand that I know they have to deal with what they got right now, and if I'm trying to think like get inside their head, I'm thinking they want as many players to be able to play as many spots as possible because of injury. Because like you got the history of injury with some of these players already, so you want them to be able to
Mm.
play multiple positions just in case they have to fill in. It's almost like a insurance type of thing, for them to be able, to see how versatile they actually can be. So I mean, but as far as for the future goes, I mean, it's so hard to say. It's almost like they're kind of, I hate to say it, for less, stuck with them. It's almost,
No,
use
I
a
mean,
term
say
like
it,
that.
Trey. I mean, at this point, Trey, I mean, we gotta put it out there, man.
Right.
Um, this is my thing. When have we seen in the NFL? There's one position that you never quite see a lot of transition or swing play. That's the left tackle. You don't
Yeah.
see that too often unless a guy goes down. Typically, your left tackle is your staple, but along with your center. Those are your two staples on that line. You know what I'm
Right, because
saying?
even Joe Tooney had to play left tackle due to last year for
Oh,
the Chiefs due
yeah,
to
we can't
injury.
have that. Yeah.
Right, so it's like, when injury happens, what's going? It's like you saw, so that's what the Chiefs had to use him for last year. So I'm
Well, we
just
saw what
hoping
happened
that
for you saw what happened with the Chiefs too with that move. They didn't win the Super Bowl either.
right, yeah. So I'm wondering if Braxton Jones has just shown them enough that he can be solid at that position. He doesn't have to be. Well, of course, he's not going to be perfect at it, but I mean, just like stick to basics and just like as far as just having your feet in order, don't get bull rushed and just totally dominated. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just think those things he's probably being
Yeah.
coached a little bit better at this year as far as just being in and putting yourself in a better position. So hopefully he plays better under better coaching.
I
And
and I'm
yeah,
glad you brought that up, Trey, because I was just sitting here thinking as you were talking that there's ways to protect Braxton um by disguising the cover, giving him help, whether it's by chipping or just your blocking schemes. there's ways to kind of help your left tackle out, you know. And I think we'll take most of the pressure off of that is again, it's truly establishing a run game, which goes back to our original conversation at the start of the show, talking about the running back room. If
Right.
you got home run hitters at their running back position and you get it and you can really establish a running game, that makes your pass pro easier. And
Yeah.
takes a lot of pressure off of everybody. So we just gotta
Mm-hmm.
hope, man, that they got a plan that we don't know anything about. And I guess it'll all kind of start unfolding once these final cuts come to play tomorrow by 3 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you look at a lot of the Andre Swift's highlights, you're gonna see Braxton Jones running down the field with him. So that's one thing
Yeah.
you could say is that he's pretty good
oh,
at
he's
run
badass. He's badass with the run protection. Absolutely,
yeah,
it's just the pass pro. But again, if you, I think we're gonna have to try to take a page out of the Philadelphia playbook. We're gonna do this thing called run the football until you stop us. And even
Yeah.
if it's run by committee, we're gonna run this football until you stop us. You don't stop us, we're gonna just keep on running. You know what I'm saying? So I guess maybe that's part of it, that again, something that we don't see that they're seeing over at Hallis Hall. And again, I guess it's all gonna play itself out by 3 o'clock tomorrow. I guess we gotta wait and see, and wait with bated breath.
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
well,
It's
as far as the cut, uh, go ahead, AC.
Go ahead, Trey.
Oh, we had a little delay.
The chat is not giving up at all. Are they? You guys checking out the chat, right?
Oh yeah, I saw like he posted.
Nolly said Braxton got chicken legs. Yeah, he do, boy. Yeah, he
Yeah,
do.
you gotta hit them
And he
leg
didn't go
lifts,
get the BBL I thought he was gonna go get either.
man. Oh man, but see, one of the questions I have.
Well,
All right, so with the cuts that we have, remaining, I know
Mhm.
me and AC touched on a little bit, in the pre-game show we was doing before we went live. Is like I'm so interested to see what they do at the receiver cuts, and it's like man, it's like they really got a lot to the man. The receiver room's been pretty deep,
Man,
as far as just the talent that like it's like oh wow, it's like wow. So I
yes,
mean,
yeah.
where they even go? Like
I think Jade Walker earned him a spot.
oh
If not, if not 53 man, definitely practice squad. But I don't think he was. I don't think he would last on the practice squad. So you got to make some room for him. Um, as much as I like Tyler Scott, I just don't think Tyler is going to be able to make it. Now that doesn't mean that he does. If he clears waivers, he doesn't get placed on the practice squad. We'll see.
uh,
Uh,
yeah,
you know,
because I even think
because
Tyler
he's
Scott.
got a talent you can't coach, Trey, which is speed.
Yeah, right. And what I think they both put enough on film to get picked up by somebody, if not the Bears, especially Jade. So it's like, man, he. All right. Well, the reason why I really think the Bears should keep him is because just that toe tap catch alone, it just shows so much awareness and ability. To I mean, just the awareness, the ability to do that and catch the ball, get both feet down like that in a critical situation. That all of that alone is like just just okay. Yeah, you got to keep the guy that's that aware, especially coming out of college. Remember last preseason, and Rome had caught a touchdown where he could have kind of easily got both feet in bounds, but didn't
Mhm.
just because he wasn't aware. Like this is almost the total opposite of that.
Right.
that play. It's
Mhm.
like this dude was so like aware, I mean, to barely get his toe down, but just aware enough to do it.
The
To
body
not give up
control.
on it. The right
Yeah.
body control. Yeah, just the ability to be able to do that. Yeah. I would be surprised if the Bears don't keep him because he's definitely not going to make it through the waiver wire.
Oh no, not at all. Because there's teams that still need receivers, man.
Right.
I think he makes the team. I really feel very strongly about what he put on film during preseason. Um, I mean,
Right.
and it wasn't just that one game. He's been
Right.
consistently performing all 3 games as well as in practice. You hear about the
Right.
things that he's
Yeah.
doing in practice. So this guy, man, he's hungry. Uh, I mean, in all honesty, I don't know how much Texas A&M football you guys had a chance to watch, but bro, when I tell you he was one that he performed for them,
Yeah.
they looked for that kid, man. He was a difference maker for them. So I'm not surprised of his production at all. I think more people are again because you know, most Bears fans don't get a chance to see a lot of SEC football, especially the Texas team. So that kid, man, and what I like about him, man, is his confidence. He's not afraid of the moment. That says a lot, man. That guy is not
Right.
afraid of the moment. It's almost like he wants the ball. And what I also like is the fact that Ben Johnson wasn't afraid to call his number again, which tells me that Ben likes him.
Yeah. That does say a lot. What I really like the most about all of the preseason is how
Yeah.
functional the Bears offense look. I mean, it just
Yeah. I
it's
think
so
you have
good.
to.
Yeah, and AC. Yeah, go ahead, AC.
Think AC.
I'm
Go ahead,
struggling with
AC.
my connection. Let me back out and come back,
Yeah, I was gonna
fellas.
say your connection, you freezing on us.
Uh, all right.
But hey, think about this too, fellas. We keep talking about that wide receiver room. We know we got Duvernay, right? He's taking
Yeah,
up a spot, but he's primarily special teams.
right. Which is
For
also
whatever
important
reason,
because
nobody thought that I call Mosey that he couldn't get it done. I mean, he's been there as well for Caleb. I'm I think they might carry one extra receiver this year.
uh, yeah, I just really would like it to be you know today. I mean he just shows so much, and they've been talking like you said. It was not like he got the big splash plays and the highlights,
Hmm.
but he also did so much in practice and stuff too. So I really hope that because honestly, if I'm a team like Buffalo, I'm trying to like Lester said, those joint practices are pretty important because you get to know see you kind of get the cherry pick off the opposing team's roster to see who was good because you got to see them up close and everything. So I mean, like they definitely can always use receivers in Buffalo. So I mean, yeah, I just wonder, like, okay, if you're gonna like be that receiver and like that wide receiver 5 or 6, you gotta play special teams. Hopefully they can find another way to be a contributor in special teams as well because that's you know I do Renee. That's what he's on the roster for.
Yeah.
like you can if somebody gets hurt you can fill in for them, but you're primarily on the roster because they're such a good special teams player. So let's see what happens with these cuts, man. I definitely look forward to seeing the rest of them. But yeah, you want to like because of special teams, like Travis Homer going to be on the team. Duvernay. Yeah,
I think Travis is gonna be a. I think Travis is gonna become a casualty. He was a favorite of last regime, but
yeah,
I just don't think he's gonna stick around. I mean, we just loaded at talent, man. I mean, and then let's be honest. That's a running back position that we're holding up for a guy that won't get running back touches. So let's put somebody in
right.
there that spot that's going to get some touches. And as far as special teams, I think that's what, if anything, um, sends Tyler on his way is the fact that he can't be a returner. So, but AC, you was going to say something before what you was having some issues with your connection, boss. What did you want to chime in and throw in, boss?
Well, I'm trying. I don't want to backtrack too far. I know we were talking left tackle, and you guys talked about Darnell Wright switching to the left side. He tried that at Tennessee. If you guys remember his junior year, it didn't go well. This is why they switched him back to the right side before he to build up draft capital or draft stock coming into the draft. Wide receivers, Tyler Scott's not on my 53-man roster. He hasn't shown me enough. And Ja'Day Walker, there's no way you can cut that man and let him test the waiver wire. He's not making it back to you on the practice squad. He, just like you said, Bishop. He not only is Ben Johnson comfortable calling his name at the end of games, but for him to have the situational awareness to get both feet down, inbounds in Kansas City on the road. I don't care if it's preseason. That crowd was hype. That's the only
Yeah,
home game those guys got. That's the only home game they got this preseason. They were on the road first 2 weeks. So those season ticket holders were loud there in Arrowhead. And to have the ability to make those plays with the game on the line, and I don't think there's a shot in hell he'd make it through waivers to get back to you. Um, and you were talking about, letting guys go and other teams needing wide receiver. I mean, the team we're opening with needing wide receiver. They're talking about trading for Adam Thielen because they've got Jefferson dealing with the hamstring. They got Jordan Addison,
yeah.
who's suspended the first 3 games, and their slot receiver Naylor is dealing with a hand injury. So, I mean, maybe Tyler Scott ends up with them, but I'd much rather. I see more out of Walker than I see out of Scott. Or
Yeah.
I was thinking J.P. Richardson was going to do stuff after hearing from camp, but I haven't seen him at all in these preseason games.
I think he's
But
going to
I'll
end up getting.
definitely be watching this waiver wire. Like I said,
No, I was just going to
go
say
ahead,
I
Bishop.
think Richardson's going to end up on the practice squad. I think they like him. I
Yeah,
think I
I
think I
think so
think I
too.
think he's made an impression upon them during training camp, but again, cause a little Nick, getting dinged up some. But I think he may be that one that they could tuck away on the practice squad.
uh, yeah, like yeah, I guess yeah. So guess those are our winners and losers, huh? I guess the people that
Yeah, yeah.
um, you know, get cuts. Yeah, I mean, because all right, like I know, like so we got everything as far as cuts go before we move on to the next topic, or, or anything else. Because I can't think of anything else that would be like a shock, or like anybody else that you know you expect to make. It's pretty much those kind of those receivers, the receiver and running back room for me that be surprised. Like I know people were saying I don't know if it was a joke or something. Like yeah, Billings might be a surprise cut. I'm like, why would they? Like that would be, but I'm like,
I
what?
was I was listening to 670 The Score earlier, and they had Dan Wiederer on. The one that floated that idea. He said, this is a guy who they might want to try to go younger because Billings 30, and he fit in with Eberflus's system better, but he wasn't he didn't say this is what I think is going to happen. He was just kind of saying,
Okay.
hey, the numbers, they've been drafting guys in that position. Go ahead, Bishop.
No, I just raised my hand as the good student that I should be and asked this question: what Eberflus system? Eberflus didn't have a damn system. That's why Eberflus is where he is now. I mean, and right now he's crapping bricks because he won't have Micah, which is going to really expose his defense even more. But this ain't about Eberflus. I'm just no, Billings is not getting. They're not cutting Billings, man. Us cutting Billings is shooting ourselves in the head, boss. You talking about can't stop the run?
Right.
Right. I said you clearly saw the effect he
You
has
want
on
to
the
piss the
team.
bishop off? You want to piss the bishop off? Let me see Billings' name on on a cut sheet.
Hey, that's KB's cousin, man. He's definitely.
Look,
Yeah, man. After seeing the effect of not having them on the team, what happened with the Bears defense last year when he got hurt was like, wow, we missed that guy so much. So
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely need him to stay healthy and stay on this roster. So yeah,
you know,
so,
Trey.
I'm not sure what Knowledge Untamed is talking about here. He's saying Billings looks checked out. I saw him getting after the passer in the
I didn't
preseason
see
and
that.
chasing Patrick Mahomes down the field. Like, I don't, he doesn't look checked out to me.
No,
He looks
me
the
either.
opposite to me. He looks checked in. I mean, they got him at the podium and stuff. That I
I,
feel like Billings is
and
a big
you
part of
know,
this defense.
you know what, AC? You just touched it. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a smart move to have Billings be that second D tackle instead of him starting. One, because of age, but
Mm,
two, um, in certain downs when you know that a team is short yardage, where you know that they pretty much are going to try to run, having a
yeah,
guy like that, you gotta you keep a guy like that around, and you want to keep him fresh because, and again, I'm just being the fan that I am, and knock on wood, and hypothetically speaking, let's say for some reason we end up in the playoffs. You want to have a guy like that that's ready to go. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And having him coming in and spelling Jared, I think that helps, man. Me personally, no, I think Billings is going to be here. I think the front office and coaching staff likes him that much.
right, yeah, because
well,
it's
like
big.
Vizo Joe says here,
Go ahead, you reading the
he
comment. Go
talks
ahead.
about him right in the intro press conference. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
He says
you sure
Ben
did.
actually mentioned Billings
My
in his
name.
introductory press conference. I don't see him cutting a guy
Yeah,
that he talked about, as soon as he got here. I don't know. Grady
No, I
Jarrett
mean,
doesn't play nose tackle, not the three tech. So
right. Yeah, like all right. So now that preseason's over with, and I know some people have already been cut, but is there anybody like that you wish you could have saw more of, like more like play, like, or are you satisfied? Like, what I think, you know, I think they're going to be great. Or do you like, oh, I wish I could have saw a little bit more out of whatever player.
hmm.
um,
AC, I'm gonna let you go with that one
I wish
first,
I
and
could have saw more
I'll give my 2
Monunga.
cents.
I know it was a
Oh, that's a good one.
I know it
Yeah.
was an injury related issue, but I wish I could have saw some more of Monunga. I do want to say Trax is in the building, keeping up with the chat. He says there's 646 in the building. So like, comment, and come to
Right.
our YouTube page on Chicago Sports Podcast and subscribe. We do a jersey giveaway every month. All you have to do is subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime, and you can win a jersey out of it. So go ahead, Bishop.
The player, I got to second you on the Manon guy, and I think if I had to say I wanted to see another uh, another player more of, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to see more of Burden. I want to see more of
Yeah,
Burden.
that's a good one too. Right, because yeah, you saw a few plays, but you had to see more out of them. Would have been nice, you know.
Yeah,
And then that's what I'm. That's exactly what I mean. Like, is there somebody you saw that's like, yeah, I wish I could have seen this? You know, not to say that they didn't do well, but you just want to like see more out of.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. No,
yeah,
definitely those two, man, for sure. Definitely, yeah,
right, because you know, if we, I'll even go like somebody like Colson Loveland. You know, I wish I could have seen a little. I like what I saw, like the
hmm
little time he was out there.
yeah,
You know, especially the way he was running those routes and getting open. He really did kind of show you that, like, yeah, okay, I can be a difference maker on this team. So yeah, I mean, I know you had a few penalties, but yeah, it's like, I mean, you know, he's a rookie. I'll give him a pass on that. You know, so because I feel you feel like getting coached up. So yeah, if
but
I could have saw a little bit more out of him, but I am happy with what I saw as far as the operation and offense was one of the biggest takeaways. Now the defense, on the other hand, um, like you talk about some of those splash plays that the Bears are going to give up by not getting home, and you saw them in that first two series. Those big splash plays if the defense doesn't get home to that quarterback, it's going to be a lot of one on one with these cornerbacks that all of a sudden is
Yeah,
wearing thin on the Bears now. You know, it was a strength going into preseason, and now it's like, you know, with Jalen Johnson not playing at all, hopefully getting healthy and be ready to go all the way in week one. Yeah, I just hope the defense can you know, answer the call, and because they came out a little flat to me. You know, for say what you want about Kansas City, they came out and they looked like ready. You got a team that just went to the Super Bowl, right? They just lost the Super Bowl, and you think they'll be like, yeah, let's get to the playoffs already, and they come out like full of energy, had like, you know, it just seemed like they just had a little bit more energy than the Bears in the beginning. You know, especially you know, the offense over the defense. Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
right,
They definitely came out. They came out ready to play. Trax is
right,
asking me to read off the list of roster cuts again. So the non-football injury list, defensive back Zah Frazier goes on that one. The players who were waived was defensive back Millard Bradford, defensive lineman Xavier Carlton, defensive back Alex Cook, linebacker Power Echols, defensive back Kaleb Hayes, quarterback Austin Reed, running back Ian Wheeler, and tight end Joel Wilson. And they released, which means that are they don't go to waivers. They are able to go free agency to wherever. They released Trey Flowers, the defensive back, Royce Freeman, the running back, and Joshua Miles, the offensive lineman. Um, they also placed Terell Smith on injured reserve, and the running back Hankins, was it Hankins or Haskins that started
thank you.
early?
Yeah, okay,
I'm
yeah,
trying to look it up officially so I can give those names correctly.
all right,
But yeah, I mean, like we said, the biggest name on there is Ian Wheeler.
all right,
That has really a lot of fans are confused by. We needed help in the running back room. They hang on to Roschon Johnson, who continues to stay injured, and they allow Ian Wheeler, who's coming. He came back from his injury and was getting more and more reps and getting more and more entrenched in the offense. Maybe he'll slide through and get to our practice squad, but I guess that's the hope. So yeah, so I got the injured reserve list here. Terell Smith, the defensive back, as we said before. Deion Hankins, the undrafted free agent running back out of Texas State, I think. And Shaun Wade, a cornerback. I'm not sure much about him, but he was placed on injured reserve as well. So I don't know if any of those are designated for return. We know Terell Smith, he's out for the year. So that's like you said, Trey, man, we're running low on the defensive backfield. When you got Jalen Johnson coming back, Kyler Gordon gets back in practice. So he should those two guys I think will be good to go for week 1. You got Tyreek Steve's been in there. But if we were going to do winners and losers, I know he hasn't lost, but Nashawn Wright wore the heck out of me Friday. He was getting killed deep and seemed like he couldn't keep up with the speedy receivers that Kansas City was putting out there. And if we're not getting home with the pass rush, your defensive backfield's going to.
Yeah, that's one of the main things about this type of defense they're doing. Yeah, they really need that offensive line to step up, like big time. Like, so it's right. Yeah, so the defensive backs are going to be tested. So that about them being aggressive. Hopefully. Hopefully, it's like a bend but don't break. Hopefully, they do give up a big play. Hopefully, that's not to the house. Yeah, still. I mean, because it almost feels a little inevitable. It's a long game. So like those chances that especially like Tyreek Stevenson, he's a super physical type of guy. So hopefully they don't even get as much of a free run off the line of scrimmage to begin with. So, and I've seen him getting so many players hit. So, I mean, I know he's had a few facts about what he's done, but I still really like him as a player. He's very talented. And don't just need him to definitely show up and show out though, especially with the new type of defense they're gonna have. It's almost like they just got a lot more responsibility on their hands, especially if the defensive line isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And that's a big question for me, Trey, is how have we not now? It did come out today. Trey Hendrickson gets by the Cincinnati Bengals. He got a 1 year, $30 million probably situation next year where he's next year to go back or whatnot. But how did we not? And they is a guy who I haven't seen much from in this preseason. They kind of a decent amount to the quarterback, and he hasn't done so. How have we not already gone out and picked up free agents? You got Smith, Jadeveon Clowney, names like that out there that are pass rush specialists, and we're duct taping our group together preseason, but he's been dealing with injuries as well. What are your thoughts on what we're going to do with pass rush? I mean, Montez Sweat hasn't yet either.
Right, not at all, man. And it's a little concerning. I mean, I know the Chiefs I mean, that's really all of the first, team, the most first team, like first team versus first team. Those first two series. Caleb had like the offensive line looked better than the defensive line, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I know Caleb did take a sack, and one of them, he got pressured a few times and ran out the pocket. But one possession he held the ball too long and all of that. But on defense, I mean, he's Patrick Mahomes though. But I mean, of course, you're seeing him be great and do all types of stuff. So I just feel like they really, I don't know. I don't know if it was some. I don't feel like because I don't feel like it was like a lack of talent. Like it was more of an energy thing for me from the defense in the beginning. I just hope they. So one, you got to be ready to play. you know, like I know it's preseason
Yeah.
and it doesn't count, but that matters. I mean, I think if they do something to stop them on those opening two drives, that they go into week one feeling great. And I don't know if they have that like great feeling going into week one, like on the defense in particular. Like like even with the offense,
Yeah.
it wasn't against like I mean, it was a few backups in, it wasn't against like Chris Jones or anything like that, but they were able to get a really good scoring drive going. So I mean, Roma Duze had another drop, but I mean, but he made up for it. So it's but we still need him to catch those. Like he's had what a few in the preseason. So
Yeah. I mean, you draft.
all right, yeah,
Yeah, you draft a wide receiver in the top those 50-50 catches, man. That's
right,
I'm going to give him every benefit of the doubt, but that's questionable. Zacchaeus has been a shining light in the preseason. That's a guy who
yeah,
Caleb was kind of leaned when times got rough. He just looks out there for number 14, and the guy just
right,
always seems to make a catch and break a tackle, and that might be a guy and we got him for 1 year, 1.5 million. It was a little
right.
prove it
That's
year deal, and it, and it might turn
yeah,
out to be one of
yeah,
the best deals on the whole team.
right. Yeah, man, that's to get him with the deal, man. That's crazy. That's a very very good deal. So I'm happy we got that going. And I'm wondering like from the preseason. I mean, like Ben he looked pretty aggressive. Like I that's and I just feel like he's like I don't know if he's gonna come in and try to set the NFL on fire and just try to blow out teams and stuff like that or what. Like I don't know with his defense, you might have to score as many points as possible. So I mean, but we all talk about how much better the coaches got. Let's see. It's like because they watched that game. They were on the sideline, got a better view than us. They I even looked at some of the all 22 tape of it, and I'm just like, you know, that was I was watching last week with the Buffalo with all 22 tape, but yeah, it's I just hope that they come out with the energy because I think that's going to make a difference and show up with the play as well. Defensive line, win in the
Yeah,
trenches. We need you guys to get to that quarterback. Yeah. So with that,
yeah,
with
it's
that
it's
being
pretty
said,
nice though to hear our just comes out and says, it was sloppy, it wasn't good enough, and we failed this test on the road. As far as the starters, he kept them in there longer than the Chiefs starters because he wanted them to get a full a scoring drive down with that 2-minute warning before the half, and they were able to do that. Again, it was against
yeah,
backups, but just getting that going was great. Shout out to Trax. He's keeping track of who's all here. We got over 1,000 in the building.
All right.
So if you, like I said earlier, come over here to our YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, join us in the chat, tell us what's up. And if you subscribe to our YouTube, it puts you in for a jersey giveaway each month here at Chicago Sports Podcast from our YouTube page. If you're in the Chicago area, I'll bring this up. They're doing some watch parties, and if I can get it to here. So we've got watch parties at a casino. The Wind Creek here. Week 2 is the first one. Watching the Bears go up to the Lions. Speaking of Ben Johnson, that's a big game that he's got circled on his schedule. You know, he wants to show them some things. They also have watch parties for the Washington game, the Cincinnati game, and the Minnesota game in Week 11. So join us at Wind Creek, and Tracks will be out there, and we'll be able to party together. Chicago Sports Podcast Live, and
yeah, I'll be out there too, man. I'll be DJing. So.
Trey gonna be out there on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
Look at that. Got our sound effects going.
Right.
But I mean, I think it's time to wrap this thing up, Trey. Unless you got anything else to finish us up with, we'll we got more cuts coming tomorrow. You know, if there's Subscribe Sports Podcast, let them know.
Hey, we pretty much touched on everything, right? Yeah, Jim Miller's going to be there with the watch parties as well, of course, and it's going to be dope. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely come down and watch. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Trust me. So something, if you don't have anywhere to go, definitely want to show up for this. Yeah, but as far as tonight goes, we touched on everything I was, thinking of as far as the defense, going into the season and stuff like that. Like the few people, especially with the running back room and the wide receiver room. Yeah, we touched on the surprise cuts. I don't know. So, if there's anything with anybody in the chat, because I know we over 1,000. So, anybody in the building that got any little quick questions we can answer, or you want our opinions, expert opinions on anything before we head out, and we could talk about that. But yeah, as far as everything that I had on my mind, it was definitely the wide receiver. That's the one I really want to see. So I guess we'll find that out by tomorrow, right? Yeah. So
yeah, cut day is by I think 3 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, and the Bears have a practice right at that time. So we might hear news because I go through practice and then cut him or cut him mid-practice tomorrow about the final cuts because we're 70 and we got to get down to so yeah, it'll be news tomorrow who's no longer on the roster, who makes the final cut. But I mean, like I said, like, comment, subscribe.
All right, like, comment, subscribe.
I feel like I was just talking to myself there. Absolutely. Yeah.
It said DJ talking about how much DJ Moore ran the ball in practice today. Well, maybe they're gonna cut more running backs than we think.
They only got 2 of them healthy, right? Swift and Homer, because you got Monunga's hurt and you got Roshan's hurt.
Yeah,
So we're running out of people to tote the rock down there.
all right. I have to
Yeah, just
put
if you
Burden
subscribe to
back.
Chicago Sports Podcast. Yeah, Luther Burden.
Yeah. And I know he did it a lot in college, so he just put the ball in his hands. He'll make good things happen. Yeah.
Yeah, if there's open space, he'll find it.
Yep. So
But
yeah, I guess
that's gonna close us out here.
yeah.
I feel like we're talking over each other now.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're. It's all on you. You close us out. Wrap this thing up. Let's go.
All right, yeah, that's going to close us out here for the Chicago Sports Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to tell you when we go live. But we've got shows nearly every day, and sometimes we go live when there's breaking news. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe Trax will hop on here tomorrow and talk about the cuts that happen during the day. I'm not sure what the plan is, but if you're subscribed and you got your notification bells good to go, it'll tell you when we go live. But until next week, Trey, we'll just leave it with a bear down.
All right, bear down. FGB.